Good day, Soul Tribe. January the 22nd. It has been a while since I've done a video. I was deep in meditation this morning and my guides were like, it's time to speak up. It's time to speak up about 2025 and help you navigate this year smoothly. Okay, so that is the goal in this video, is to talk about what's coming in 2025 and how you can navigate this smoothly. Okay, so 2025, what I see, it's going to be chaos, right? And people see chaos and they get fearful. They get an anxiety about it. But you have to understand, through the chaos is going to come massive shifts, massive changes. And these are going to be good changes, okay? This is where we are going onto a much higher timeline, okay? Trump getting into power, this is going to be accelerating the changes on the planet, okay? No, don't fall into the savior thing, looking outside yourself for someone to save you, okay? Only we save ourselves. Only us doing the deep internal work, doing the shadow work, going within, raising our frequency this way, okay? That's how we work through our ascension process. But with Trump getting into power, we are going to start to see massive shifts in changes, right? In the big agriculture business, right? 1 billion liters of pesticide every year in the United States alone on those topsoils, okay? That's causing all kinds of health problems, cancers, women, girls going into puberty at 9 years old, okay? This is all because of this kind of stuff, okay? So this is going to start to shift. Joel Salinger, who we put, I think he's in charge of the USDA, don't quote me on that, but I followed that guy for over 10 years. He is the master at regenerative agriculture, okay? So this is the kind of people that are gonna change from the big money in big agriculture, okay? And then you have RFK coming in. My God, like, he is the right guy for massive shifts, right? And I think we can see that. I even heard him talking about fluoride, taking that out of the systems. Fluoride was put there, right, to calcify people's pineal glands, dumb down the population, all these types of things, okay? So he's talking openly about that. Red dye 40, I heard him talk about. This has caused so many health conditions, cancers, ADHD, and it's in all kinds of kids' candies, okay? These kinds of things. So really massive, massive shifts. And as this kind of starts to clean up, okay, the junk food, all this kind of stuff, making good, healthy food for people affordable again, all these types of things, it's going to start to really help people shift, because this has been the tool that they've used, okay, for years and years and years, to dumb down the population through junk food, fluoride, things like this, okay? So these are the massive shifts that we are going to start to see. And then there's going to be weather, all kinds of weather stuff. This is going to be natural weather anomalies, because when this much solar activity comes into the planet, it charges up the ionosphere, and that can make hurricanes stronger. It can cause earthquakes. It can cause volcanoes to erupt. It can cause tsunamis with those earthquakes underwater. Okay, so these are all natural things. And then there's artificial stuff as well that's going to be thrown in there as well. Speaking of that, talking about that fog that was here 3 weeks ago, we got it on the East Coast. And definitely when we were outside, we could smell something in that. And both me and Melissa got urinary tract infections, okay? So there's gonna be, using discernment, right? As soon as we noticed that, and then I saw online some people talking about it, I shut my my air exchange system off, so it wasn't bringing in air from outside, and then I just limited my time outside till the fog was gone. I used methylene blue and Tulsi tea to clean up my urinary tract infection, right? Don't need to see a doctor. My neighbor got a urinary tract infection from it, and literally 14 hours in the emergency room to get some antibiotics. Okay, this is us taking our power back, right? This is us breaking free these systems and understanding how to take our power back and not be in fear, right? That's the biggest thing here, is that yes, they're gonna throw stuff at us, but do you have the tools and the knowledge to heal yourself, to be empowered so you're not in fear? Because as soon as you fall into fear, your frequency, your vibration of this physical body is going to lower, and then you're more susceptible to these types of attacks, okay? So trust in that process. So discernment is going to be so important in 2025, because there's going to be everything thrown at us. What do you believe? What do you not believe, right? That can be a difficult thing for a lot of people. So learning Discernment and intuition are very closely interrelated, okay? So that gut feeling, that sacral feeling right off the bat when you hear something, start to tune into it, start to trust it, okay? This is going to be one of your best things to protect you moving forward, okay? Because I see a lot of people, even in the spiritual community, that are just not trusting their sacral authorities. And some of these people are actually like mediums. They for a living, they do readings, and they are so off base with what is going on. So it just shows that a lot of people still are in fear or anxiety, and that's putting them on a 3D timeline, okay? So we have to really start to rise out of that and start to trust that we are on this amazing evolutionary process on this planet right now. The amount of solar activity coming in is activating our DNA, right? It's helping to mutate our DNA. Our light bodies are turning on. The ascension symptoms for a lot of people have been intense, right? That can be exhaustion. Melissa and I went through this. A lot of exhaustion, just getting a lot of sleep, right? Also mild headaches. As this information comes into the head, it takes time for it to absorb, right? Sore, achy joints and muscles. So I've really been listening to my body, doing a lot of magnesium baths and just taking it easy, not pushing myself. This is going to be for 2025, okay? We're shifting out of this heavy masculine energy of go, go, go into a more feminine energy, a more receptive energy, okay? So we're gonna have to sit back, let these light codes come in, give us time to integrate this stuff, move through the trauma that's gonna come up, because again, the emotional stuff that we are going to be dealing with. And you see this in the collective, right? People just acting out. They don't even know why they're so angry. I just see so much when I'm scrolling. It's just so many people are so angry. And that's just a lot of trauma that they haven't worked through yet, okay? And lastly, what dropped in, what my guides really wanted me to talk about was judgment, okay? Judgment, it's everywhere on the internet right now. As more and more disclosure comes up, right, there's people judging these people for not seeing what they're seeing. And you have to understand, everybody's on a different frequency. Everybody's on their own timeline. Everybody's running at their own consciousness level. So when we're judging other people because they can't perceive what we can perceive, okay, it is putting us in a lower frequency. Judgment is a very low frequency. And this internet, what I can see what the internet does is it just pits people on top of people, okay? Especially when they start to have their awakening process and they start to get into maybe a truther movement or something like that. You can just see judgment after judgment after judgment, right? This whole virus thing is a classic example about this, right? People all of a sudden saying there's no viruses, and you read through the comments and there's just judgment, right? People name calling, all this stuff, right? This is exactly what the powers that were want. They want us bickering and fighting with each other over silly things, okay? So this is where discernment comes back in. Where are you going to put your energy? Where are you going to put your focus? Does it really matter to you if viruses exist or don't exist, okay? Does it really matter if the earth is flat or if we're in a firmament or not, right? These other things that everybody just gets so caught up in, because they don't want to do the inner work, okay? What I can say to you, for me doing literally the last 3 months of nothing but shadow work, really working on my gene keys, my human design, doing all this work so that we could incorporate this into our Awakened Health Academy, it has just literally changed my life and shot my frequency up. Like my glyphs, all my clairs have just turned right on. My claircognizance especially, it's just like I can see truth. It just drops in now. So 2025 is going to be a wild ride, especially for the people who haven't done that deep internal work, but their masses are awakening. This is an exciting time. Stay focused, use your discernment, continue to cultivate your discernment, and stay out of judgment, and watch how that catapults you to this higher timeline of love, gratitude, compassion, forgiveness, all these things that we're going to continue to tap into. I hope this resonates. Let me know in the comments. Much love.